After eons of tyranny, the demon god Adir was finally overthrown by humanity. Though fear of his terrible power endured. And so was formed the hallowed Sentinels. Our duty being to stand vigil for signs of his return. Even exile to another realm could not silence the fallen god forever. And in time, Adir's malignant influence pervaded the world once more. In his hunger for vengeance, Adir orchestrated the return of his demonic army. Light was swallowed by shadow, and with it, hope. A new, grim champion arises, the Dark Crusader. And perhaps it will indeed come to pass that only they who shun the light in order to fight the darkness possess the power to defy a god.
Glorious, forgive me. And steer this weapon of deliverance to a worthier servant than I.
Possessed the metal for this, Crusader. You failed.
Lo, the latest receiver of his grace. Great potential dwells within you, doubtless, for you to be chosen thusly. And so does Aurea's wisdom guide my hand in the bestowment of this subsequent boon. flesh has been made sacrosanct with the mark of the Dark Crusaders. Prove yourself worthy of this gift. Seek me in the bowels of the bridge. Our work is of the greatest import.
So, a lot of this is actually filled with pretty much like an internal monologue about me updating you guys about what we have seen and what we haven't seen and stuff like that. So, long story short is that I misunderstood the concept of how the multiplayer works, and I thought the 2.0 added a third slot for the co-op side instead of like a 2v1 scenario with the invasion style that they have. So that's my bad. So we talked about it in the first video, not this one, but you are gonna hear Crumpet, the British sounding individual that you've possibly seen in other videos that I've done. He's gonna be hanging out with us from time to time while we play through it. Rex and I are gonna play through it. I've seen all the way up until the boss that you fight in the swamp, where you get rid of the first spire, and he has fought all the way to the bridge and killed the lady. So we're gonna use a little bit of some old footage that I got from Crumpet, because I sat down and listened to some dialogue instead, where Rex and I kind of like sped through some things and stuff like that, at least to get up to the bridge, to do that kind of thing. So sorry for like that spoiler. We've had a lot of issues with understanding how the shared progression goes, and that's mainly been on me not hosting the game and then not reading the options enough. But looking around on the internet, it seems to be like a general thing that people are confused by still. So I've cut my bit out for the rest of this video. I do apologize. I just don't want to like throw in anything that has like an expectation that isn't meant to be there. So I am talking to myself like a little bit throughout it, but not like too much. The majority of it is right when you see me wake up, which is, you know, what you're essentially listening to now. And then I'll leave like a little like short bit of the original, like when I was just standing around saying bye or something like that. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and we'll, you know, I'll see you guys at the end of the video. As you guys probably sat through that little editing bit that I had a little earlier, at least where the gameplay started, and it's not just the cinematic stuff. Yeah, so expect the next video to be a little jumpy in terms of stuff like that. Afterwards, it's gonna go back to the raw gameplay that you're used to seeing, at least from me. I really appreciate everybody for checking this out. I've really enjoyed the time that I've had so far with playing the game. I'm not gonna have a lot of like hoops and haws about the things that I discover, or at least for up until the first major boss. But it'd be cool to revisit some things. And sorry, I'm hiccuping. But it'll be cool to revisit some things and see the world again. Well, once I get past that boss with Rex, it'll be something new and exciting again, and I'll be even more thrilled. Again, you're gonna possibly listen to Crumpet hanging out with us, and he's gonna be watching it, as one of us is gonna be streaming it to him on Discord while I'm recording. Yeah, because he wants to sit down and watch the story, because he's fucking with the game. It's just not his thing, you know. Shit happens, whatever. So, like I said, it's on me originally, but it's cool that Crumpet still wants to hang out and be a part of this while he's available. Yeah. So, thank you. Bye.